It's more like power drunkenness, reaching impunity. You know, Wike has always been power drunk. Wike believes that nobody is stronger than him. He says what he wants to say, talk what he wants to talk, behave the way he wants to behave. That is Wike for you. Everything about Wike is that kind of thing. But now he sees somebody who
Who's as old as his
son, a very small boy for that matter. So Wike saw somebody who is as old as his son, telling him in the face that you don't allow him to enter there. So,
but before you comment, one of his statements is that is it right for him to even call his senior officer a fool?
I got a fool. The man said, I'm not a fool. I'm a combatant. You know, I like what happened though. It shows you that sometimes when madness meets madness, it is the boy was having impunity. Wike was showing his madness. Two of them jam. And let me tell you, you know, Wike had done this thing before now. When Wike was governor,
yes,
there was this time EFCC went to arrest one judge or so in River State. You know the story. Wike stopped them from arresting the judge. Wike used his car, blocked the vehicle, took the judge, went to his house, took him, and it's on the news now. You didn't know about it. So the same thing that Wike did today, that they did to Wike today, Wike did it to somebody when he was in. I remember the story. I was even a commentator on that issue. Wow. EFCC was told to arrest one judge or so, and when they came to arrest, I think that judge or so, Wike stopped that government official from being arrested. Wike used his powers to, they were even shooting, but in the end, they have to bow because the governor used his power to do it. So what happened today was something that Wike did to somebody. So it's a normal thing in life. What you give is what you take. But now, let me be honest to you. I look at it that two of them are wrong. First of all, there is no reason why a military man should be used to guard private property. That man that owns that thing was a former naval officer.
Yes.
A chief of defense or chief of army, naval staff. And now he has retired. Even if he was still in the military. That property being developed is a private property. It doesn't belong to the government. And if you look at the law that regulates soldiers are used for external aggression and to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria. The only ground you can bring soldiers into Nigerian political system, into Nigerian system, is when the military, when the police have been overwhelmed. If the police have been overwhelmed, you can now bring soldiers to come and maintain law and order. But there is no law that gives soldiers power to guard a private military compound that is being developed. It is totally unlawful. So what the young boy was following was totally unlawful. But nevertheless, he is following orders of his superior that they should not allow the FCT people to come in.
Not even that anybody
to come in. They don't allow him. But nevertheless, the military have no right to start guarding private property. So it's impunity.
But
then Wike himself, Wike should have used caution. There are ways of solving this problem. They would have served them the notice. And you don't want to serve, since it's military, you now go back to the court and let the court make an order over that process. But you don't have the power to use your own might to start insisting that you go. And that's why the FCD have the powers to inspect certain places. They have that power. But then, if they are being resisted, the best thing is to go back and use the law,
get a court order to go inside,
or to arrest anybody who is doing so. Police can arrest soldiers.
Yes, I'm aware.
If the court makes an order that the police should arrest anybody who is stopping them. So what Wike would have done is...
So Wike was actually wrong in his approach.
Yes, now.
And he was trying to use SS force to get
SS force.
No, see, but let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. The property in question is owned by a former naval officer.
Yes.
No, not just a former naval, but a chief naval
officer. Chief of naval staff.
Navy in Nigeria. Previously. So to me personally, let's be realistic. There's nothing wrong for for me to send somebody who work. In the military, what we call orderly. There are people that can decide to guide the property.
There is everything wrong, sir.
We are saying something. What I'm saying is this: I'm not saying they shouldn't resist. They should resist a Wike from getting access to that property. I'm only saying that he can send people, his team, to be in his own personal property.
Okay, let me explain to you. I'm talking as a lawyer now.
I'm telling you.
I'm the one telling you what the law says now. You will not be saying what you. I'm a lawyer. I'm telling you what the law says. The law does not allow.
Do you know that naval officer, that chief naval officer, have over 10 or 15 people are guiding him as of today?
Okay. There are rules.
And they are guiding him today.
Like,
Stay in his house. Stay in his house. Even washing, doing some basic things for him, following him wherever he goes. So and even taking care of making sure that none of his property is being misused. I'm not saying that they should not have access to that property. I'm only saying that he can also send one of his boys and stay there and watch for me.
Beautiful. Have you finished?
Yes, I've finished.
Beautiful. Now let me explain to you.
Okay.
There are rules of engagement. All these things happen in Nigeria, being a jungle country. When in countries in advanced countries, there are rules of engagement. The chief of naval staff have no power to order people to be guarding his house. That house is not where he lives. So that house is a house that is undergoing construction. Now, the town planning laws provides for how you build houses. Those town planning laws are superior to any other thing you are doing. The Nigerian military has the duty to guard Nigeria when it comes to external aggression, or when they are deployed to take over when Nigeria, as a special request, when the Nigerian police are being overwhelmed. But when it comes to private house, it's the town planning regulation that regulates private building. Now, this house is a private house. The Federal Capital Development Authority, FCDA, have the power to ask you, whether you are military general, even president of Nigeria, even the Buhari or Tinubu, they have the power to tell him to stop building houses if that house is not following town planning regulation. That is the law. I'm speaking as a lawyer.
I agree with you
now,
in that area.
It is wrong for you to be building your house and building your house in the wrong way. And if the FCT Development Authority asks you to present papers or to present anything, you now start resisting. It's wrong. It is unprofessional. It is illegal. So it is wrong for the military to start building house the way they want without following due process, and they are now using their voice to be guarding that place so that anybody who comes there, you either beat him or shoot him or scare him away. It is unlawful. It can only happen in the law of the jungle. Now, where I blame, so having said that, I am blaming the military the way they acted. They were acting ultra-vires. They were acting beyond their power. It is wrong for you to, it is against all laws to position soldiers to start guarding your house so that nobody will come in. Because when you are building a house, you are supposed to follow town planning regulation. That is the law. 2, the boy was following orders. There is no doubt. I don't blame the boy because it was the order that given to him that was following. But we should question the person that gave him that order because he is making the military to be above the law. The law of the country should be above everybody. I hope you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
He is making the military to be, because the military have seen what they did yesterday. They will do more. Whenever you start allowing impunity to continue and crowd applauding impunity, you are encouraging them to do more. Otherwise, when I'm building my house in Aba here, I will bring military men to come and guard it. If that planning people come, they'll beat them up. That is what they are telling us there. So it is wrong. So the boy was following order, but they should question the military man that posted the boy there, that told him to chase away SCT minister who was doing his lawful duties. No matter how much you hate Wike, he was doing his lawful duty as at that time. His duty is to ensure that the master plan of Abuja is followed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so they were obstructing the minister from his lawful duty. But where I blame the minister was at that point that they refused him to go. What she had done is to go and go back, write a memo to the chief of defense staff. The chief of defense staff will be questioned why they should allow military men to be positioned at that place and to be stopping SCDA from doing their duty. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To doing their duty. Then when you position them, now anything happens, you will not get the court order to demolish what is going on there. But it is wrong for you to use impunity and stop a legitimate person. Just like town planning people. But in here, if town planning people come to your house, you have a duty to open for them because it's their duty.
But
to ensure that you are following regulations in building.
But you know, so most times, some irregularity that comes with this town planning set of people.
There is no perfect system. But let me tell you one thing. You know, Nigerians, because they don't like Wike, they feel that
Wike was wrong in his approach.
He was wrong, but the blame goes to the military. They did what was wrong. If you are constructing and the government officials, Wike is the governor of FCT. He's the governor. And his duty is to ensure. The biggest problem of FCT is building anyhow. That was why Erufai demolished so many buildings. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
People should learn how to build based on the rules and the laws. Before you build, go and get that planning permit. But if you can't get it, talk to them politely and find a way to solve the problem. But to stop a city minister from entering your premises where you're building, you have committed two wrongs. Just what I'm saying. In as far as we may not even say it is Wike's duty to enter there, but Wike, the box stop and stable. And Wike has a duty to ensure that the laws are being obeyed. So I look at things from the impartial point of view. My own assessment is that Wike, having been following his drunkenness and his lawlessness, power drunkenness, he's now meeting somebody who has impunity. But the bigger blame lies on the military. The military should have followed the law. Nobody's above the law in Nigeria. Nobody's above, even if the president of Nigeria. If Tinubu is building a house and the town planning regulations are not being followed, Tinubu has a duty to comply with that planning regulation. That is the law. That is the law. If the town planning people decide to give him a waiver, it's a different thing. But when they didn't give him a waiver, Tinubu must comply with the law when it comes to building. And I don't know. Like I let's say now, can you just come and start building the way you want to build? When there's a master plan, pass it into law, because the era of what we say Rex non potest spicare is over. Rex non potest spicare means the king can do no wrong. That era is over. Now, even the king is bound by the law. That is why when a governor does something, you sue him. But you don't sue him in the personal capacity because that's his immunity under Section 308 of the Constitution. But you sue him as governor of other state, and you sue him as Attorney General and say, comply with the law. So governor have no power to do something that is inconsistent with the law.
So what step do you think Wike should follow? Because he made
he should query
he made the first statement and said that this building will not continue.
He has the power to demolish it. He has the power to demolish it. He should first of all raise a query, raise a notice to the presidency, and then he should write to the chief of defense staff and to explanation as to what happened. And then he should get a court order to demolish that place. If you get a court order, no soldier can stop. Any soldier who shoot it is treason. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The law should be followed, no matter who is up to God. We are all. The law says equality before the law. So because you're a military man, are you not a paid worker? A military man is a paid staff of the Nigerian government. So you're not supposed to, because you're a military man, you think you're above the law. The moment you start thinking you're above the law, we are creating a system whereby an animal will have power and he would abuse he will abuse every rule. So what I'm saying is that Wike has the constitutional power to do what he was doing.
Okay, and this is the much you can actually go for now. Please drop a comment and let us know what you think about this video. What do you think about the drama that happened today? And you have heard from Barrister Emperor, who actually said that the both of them was actually wrong in their approach. But Wike actually, as the FCC minister, has powers to do whatever he wants to do to an extent according to the law. But share this video, comment and let us know what do you think about this video. Don't forget to follow Kasa TV on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Mwaka Makasina. Thank you.